Well, it's time for Community Corner, where we're going to highlight stories that teach, inspire, and help us to learn a little bit more about our neighbors here in Metro Atlanta. I'm Ron Jones. First, a Douglas County woman who has spent years helping people battle substance abuse is receiving some love from her own community. Flooding left extensive damage to the offices of the Never Alone Clubhouse, and that's when local businesses decided to pitch in free of charge. 11 Alive's Karis Belger has that heartwarming story.
Jocelyn Wallace spent the past 4 months trying to keep the doors open at the Never Alone Clubhouse.
We had lost a lot and there was a lot of damage, but we continued to serve the community from January 4th until, this past week.
Her organization provides support to those struggling with substance abuse, offering everything from counseling to meals, support programs, and meeting space.
I had opioid use disorder for over 26 years, and recovery has given me a platform to share my story and a message of hope.
Flooding in January damaged Wallace's building in Douglasville, where she hosts her addiction recovery program. Floodwaters ruined the floors and more.
We lost ceiling in the front and insulation and some of the wall covering that we had. It was just a real devastation of a loss for us.
Today, the center looks much different. The once saturated concrete is now a work of art.
You see dragonflies represented in the floor, and those dragonflies represent transformation and change.
Thanks in part to Eric Witcher.
Told her that I was just going to donate her a floor.
Eric got a call from Jocelyn's mother about the project, and he was determined to help.
So then I posted it on Facebook. We had people all around the United States, reaching out.
Including Alan Reed, a craftsman, and Isaiah Pride, a Pennsylvania-based designer. Both were motivated by their own connection to Jocelyn's work.
So I was inspired to be involved in the project because I can relate to a lot of what they are doing.
It was Pride who designed the artwork and helped put the finish on the floor, something he hopes will make a difference to everyone Jocelyn lends a hand to.
Only they who have been in darkness can see the light.
Once everything is finished, Jocelyn is hoping to expand the services in her building so she can provide showers, washing machines, and other necessities for people facing homelessness and working through recovery.
Right now, food insecurity is one of the biggest problems that we're seeing here in Metro Atlanta. But a new donation is providing families with some much needed relief. So we were there as Kroger donated $10,000 to the nonprofit organization Caring for Others. So the organization is based in South Atlanta, but the donations reach families all across the state. We had a chance to speak with the founder and the CEO about what drives her to help others.
When you are here in a place like the United States of America that has just about everything, and to see food not being there, it bothers me. So I am glad that we're able to help in whatever way we can.
By the way, Caring for Others tells 11 Alive that they embrace the donation with love, and they hope that this relationship with Kroger will last a long time. How cool is this? A Bartow County middle schooler created a flag that was adopted in Frankfort, Indiana. We're talking about Redmond Porter. He designed and created this flag right here. Frankfort, Indiana is the first city to adopt one of Redmond's flags, and it is also his birth state. The 12-year-old loves flags, and he sent several designs to states across the country. In addition, he's made flags for Georgia and the city of Atlanta. Unfortunately, no Georgia lawmakers have given him a call back. Redmond recently visited Frankfort to see his flag adopted.
It gives people a sense of city pride, I feel, and they can really help the community when they have pride for their own city. I mean, I just think it's interesting. You can see maps of places you've never even been before. It's like you can know what that city looks like without ever going there.
Redmond's flag will fly outside the city of Frankfort, Indiana. The flag enthusiast is excited to go back to Indiana on vacation just to see his creation. Right now, high school seniors across Metro Atlanta have their sights set on graduation, whether their next step is college or a job. As 11 Alive's Liza Lucas reports, one Atlanta nonprofit organization is working to make sure everyone has an opportunity, especially when it comes to the city's growing tech industry.
From building a network to cybersecurity, students Rondarius and Michael are learning what it takes to work in the field of tech.
Usually the physical labs are my favorite parts. We connect routers, we build cables.
The training all part of a new program run by the Bobby Dodd Institute. But the work happening in the nonprofit's classrooms, not a typical introduction to IT.
So the Bridge Academy, it's really one of a kind in Atlanta. It's IT specific for individuals with disabilities.
The 20-week program is completely free. Accessible training on the skills needed to get a job in the IT industry. The nonprofit aiming to bridge the gap for those living with disabilities who may face barriers to employment.
As we entered the pandemic, we saw a greater need for robust networks. There's a lot of remote work going on, and then learned that there were thousands of IT jobs vacant in the metro Atlanta area.
To help students tap into those jobs, the program not only focuses on the technical side of training, but soft skills like interview readiness.
It can be challenging though, but when you learn it, you'll get the better hang of it.
And while job placement is the ultimate goal, resources extend long after. Students get 18 months of mentoring and help to ensure success in the workplace.
The self-esteem, the self-confidence that we're seeing through the process is just amazing.
And seeing that support translate to success can be life-changing for students and everyone involved.
That's worth every minute that we spend doing what we do.
Right now, applications for the next session are open, and you can find a lot more information on our website, 11alive.com. And finally, we just want to wish longtime 11 Alive viewer Ellen Maxine Pritchard a happy 100th birthday. Ellen has lived in Forsyth County for almost 20 years now. She's planning a birthday party on May 13th and coming. More than 150 people are expected to show up.